Welcome to Palmer, Alaska, where your Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks take on the Matsu Miners here at Hermon Brothers Field. The Chinooks swept the Anchorage Glacier Pilots yesterday in a doubleheader in Chugiak. It was a 3-0 Game 1 win over the Pilots. And then in Game 2 of the doubleheader, the final was 13-3 Chinooks in 5 innings. It was a really fun day out at the ballpark yesterday. Just beautiful, sunny, 2 Chinooks W's, and really just hard to beat ABL baseball on a sunny day, especially when the Chinooks are winning. The Chinooks are in first place in the ABL at the moment, 17-12. With the Anchorage Bucks and Matsu Miners hot on their heels. The Bucks in second at 18-13. The Miners sit at 16-12. The Peninsula Oilers sit in fourth at 17-17. And the Anchorage Glacier Pilots at 9-23. The Bucks and Glacier Pilots had some matinee action today in Anchorage. It was a 5-4 victory for the Glacier Pilots in Game 1 of their doubleheader. And then in game number 2, it was a shellacking, which went the other way. The Bucks beat the Glacier Pilots in 6 innings, 14-4. But it's a tight race as we come down the stretch. Miners, Bucks, Chinooks vying for 2 spots in the ABL playoffs. The Oilers still technically in it, but they really kind of let it all get away from them as they were in the driver's seat for a spot. But that does not look the case much longer. We're going to take a quick break before we give you your starting lineups for both teams when we return.
Property is all around us. Please know going under or around fences, it is trespassing. Please remember to recycle. Recycling bins are throughout the park. Hey, don't forget about the Wheelbarrow Booze raffle tickets and the 2026 raffle tickets available in the gear shack. I was just looking at the wheelbarrow today. There's some bottles of wine and some other goodies in there, and that quilt is incredible. It's a great way to support the Matsu Miners. The Alaska Railroad partnered with Operation Lifesaver. We'd like to remind our friends and neighbors, wherever you see railroad tracks, always expect a train. See tracks, think train. Big shout out to Mugshot Saloon, Palmer Bar, and Panhandle Bar, and Tudor Bingo. We're official sponsors of Matsu Miners pull tabs and gaming license usage. And the Nugget Booster Club, gaming sponsor, Big Valley Bingo. See program ad for Nugget donations. The foam figure and baseball bat pen sponsor is Transamerica Financial. Listen for your chance to win.
Welcome back to Hermon Brothers Field here in Palmer, Alaska. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for both teams. Leading off for the Matsu Miners, it'll be the right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock. Babcock hitting .314 with 27 hits, 18 RBIs, and a homer. Batting second, the third baseman, number 4, Will Godfrey. Godfrey, he's slashing .237 with 19 hits and 15 runs batted in, along with a home run. Batting third, the shortstop, number 11, Austin Park. Park, he's hitting .311 with 32 hits and 11 runs batted in. Batting cleanup for the Miners, the first baseman, number 29, Canyon Millar. Millar, he's hitting .247 with 18 base knocks, 8 RBIs, and a bomb on the season. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 19, Will Millard. Millard, he's hitting .231 with 15 hits, 7 RBIs, and a jack. And batting sixth, the center fielder, number 1, Cash Millar. Millar, he's hitting .355 with 14 hits and 4 RBIs. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 6, Declan Spooner. Spooner's hitting .257 with 18 hits and 9 RBIs. Batting out of the 8th spot, the second baseman, number 7, Diesel Toth. Toth, he's hitting .213 with 19 hits, 13 runs batted in on the season. And rounding out the Matsu Miners starting lineup, it's the DH, number 22, Hazen Inoue. Inoue, he's hitting .234 with 11 hits and 5 runs batted in. On the bump for the Matsu Miners this afternoon, it's number 28, Cooper Grace. Grace out of the University of Nebraska, hometown of Wakarusa, Kansas. 1 win, 1 loss on 2 starts for Grace, 17 and a third pitch, giving up 13 hits, 5 runs, only 4 of them earned, only 2 walks for Grace on 22 strikeouts. That altogether is an ERA of 2.08. Now for your Chugiak-Eagle River Chinooks starting lineup. Leading off, the shortstop, number 6, Reese Vassar. Vassar hitting .300 with 24 hits and 12 RBIs. Batting second, the catcher, number 10, Austin Young. He's hitting .365 with 23 hits, 15 RBIs, and 2 home runs on the season. Knocked them both out yesterday. Batting third, the left fielder, number 17, Phoenix West. West is hitting .338 with 27 hits and 15 runs batted in. Batting cleanup for the Chinooks, the center fielder, number 3, Kai Butler. Butler slashing .319 with 29 base hits with 15 RBIs. And hitting fifth for the Chinooks, the DH, number 25, Ty Beck. Beck hitting .400 with 4 hits, 7 RBIs, and 2 bombs on the season. Of course, both of those also were hit yesterday in one game. Batting sixth for the Chinooks, the first baseman, number 21, Cal Whipf. He's hitting .254 with 17 knocks and 15 runs batted in. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 1, Drew Hurst. Hurst hitting .238 with 15 hits, 19 RBIs, and a jack. Batting out of the 8-hole, the right fielder, number 24, Kirby Jenkins. Jenkins hitting .213 with 13 hits and 10 RBIs. Rounding out your Chinooks starting lineup, the second baseman, number 4, Carter Reed. Reed hitting .189 with 10 hits and 6 RBIs. On the mound for the Chinooks this afternoon, number 26, Asher Abrahams, out of Johnson University, hometown of Montgomery, Texas. He's posting an ERA of 5.47, 2 wins, no losses on 5 starts, 24 2/3 pitch. He's given up 26 hits, 15 runs, all of them earned, 15 walks, and 15 strikeouts for Abrahams. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem and the pregame festivities here at Hermon Brothers Field. And then we'll be back for the first pitch here in Palmer.
Center fielder, number 1, Cash Millar. Batting seventh for the Miners tonight from Vancouver, British Columbia, playing out of St. John's. Catcher, number 6, let's hear it for him, Declan Spooner. In the 8th spot, from Highland, California, playing out of Cal Baptist, second baseman, number 7, Diesel Toast. And batting ninth from Honolulu, Hawaii, playing out of Kaiser High School, Honolulu, designated hitter number 22, Hazen Inoue. And taking them out for your Matsu Miners tonight, from Waukesha, Kansas, playing out of Nebraska, number 28, the man himself, Cooper Grace. Please stand and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem, sung by Mary Tucker. Thank you, Mary Tucker. Let's go, Miners! Throwing out our first pitch and second pitch tonight are Hank Miller and Aiden Austup.
Welcome back to Palmer, Alaska. I'm Clayton Jackson here with you all evening as we will play two today here at Hermon Brothers. Both games going to be 7 innings. This is a makeup from all the way back in June. And we're finally back to Hermon Brothers. It has been a long time. We have not even seen the Miners since June 21st. And we're excited to get back to action against the Miners, as it's going to be a very competitive ball game between the two clubs. Both teams vying for a spot in the playoffs. One of these two teams, if not both of them, will be in the playoffs, barring a stunner. I mean, the Oilers, again, not technically eliminated yet, but it seems to be a 3-team race. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Palmer, Alaska. Been a bit of wind, and it has been blowing in for the most part. We'll see how it progresses as we go along, but this is going to be an exciting ball game. On the mound for the Matsu Miners, it is Cooper Grace out of the University of Nebraska. There is one thing to note. Obviously, he's posting a 2.08 ERA. That's nice and all. But the number that jumps out, in 17 1/3 pitched, he has only given up 2 walks. And that's what you get. You see a lot of guys in this league that play at a high level of ball, and, you know, they're capable of giving up runs. I mean, one thing that Cooper Grace has struggled with, he's given up 2 homers on the season. He's only given up 4 earned runs, but 2 of them on the home runs. So it's something that he's capable of doing, but where you separate a guy who plays at a school like Nebraska versus someone NAIA or D2 is those walk numbers. This is a guy who knows how to hit his spots. He may get hit, but he's not going to lose control, and so that's something that's really important to watch out for. If he gets into any walk trouble today, the Chinooks could be in serious business. Here we go. Cooper Grace set to face off against Reese Vassar, who will lead things off for the Chinooks here in game number 1 of the doubleheader in Palmer. First pitch is fouled off, and we are underway. No balls, 1 strike for Reese Vassar, who is hitting 300 with 24 hits and 12 RBIs. Hit it pretty well yesterday as he takes a curveball in there for strike 2. Austin Young waits on deck, and what a day he had yesterday. 2 homers, 1 in each game of the doubleheader, and it wasn't just the homers. He added an RBI on a sac fly. He had 2 more singles and just did everything. One of those guys that you just couldn't take off the field. That's strike 3 looking for Reese Vassar, and good start for the Nebraska Cornhusker. Austin Young will now step to the plate. He's hitting .365 with 23 hits, 15 RBIs, and the 2 home runs we mentioned yesterday. He has just been so good this season, and they're hoping it can continue today. Strike called on the corner. It's 0-1. Let's take a look at the fielders for the Miners this afternoon from left to right. On the outfield, it's Will Millard, Cash Millar, and Jackson Babcock. On the infield, Will Godfrey, Austin Park, Diesel Toth, and Canyon Millar. Behind the dish, it's Declan Spooner, and of course on the mound, it is Cooper Grace. Curveball catches the inside half, and we move to 1-2. And we talked about it just moments ago. Cooper Grace, he is finding the strike zone with ease. guy who pitches with poise and knows exactly where he wants it to go. Loses it there, but still he is pretty accurate with those pitches for the most part. 2-2 to Austin Young. Upstairs, and it is full. Phoenix West waits on deck, and it looks like he's wearing a little bit of a different number today. I wonder if he forgot his jersey. He's repping number 18, which is generally Cade Carrington's number. And on to first goes Austin Young. So we talked about it. The walk numbers have not been there this season, but that is a walk right there for Austin Young. Only the third walk of the entire season allowed by Cooper Grace. Maybe a sign that this is not his day. We'll see. Runner on with one away for Phoenix West, who he hits it pretty well himself. 338, 27 hits, and 15 RBIs. Out towards right field, and going back to make the catch is Jackson Babcock. There's two away. About to say, we'll see if that number 18 is a good luck charm or not. Right there, not so much. Hit it right to Jackson Babcock, out and right. Kai Butler now with a runner on first and two away. Butler was showing bunt, took on the corner, and it is 0-1. The Miners in their all-white home uniforms today with the green letters and numbers trimmed in yellow. All-white pants, and then the yellow front panel caps with the Alaska Miners logo on the front. As for the Chinooks, it is the red jerseys today with the navy blue letters and numbers trimmed in white, gray road pants, and the all navy blue Slammin' Salmon caps. Throw over to first, just trying to keep him close. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 for Kai Butler. He is behind. Grace ahead. Where does he go? He's got pitches to work with if he wants them. Down and away, and it's 1-2. Try to get him to chase, but good patience from Butler. Throw back over to first. Big result for the Chinooks this morning. We mentioned it in the pregame, but the Glacier Pilots took down the Bucks in Game 1 of their doubleheader this morning, and really just a big result there as the Pilots really out of contention. Stolen base for Austin Young, and it's 2-2 to Butler. So runner in scoring position, a chance for the Chinooks to jump out early. But, yeah, the Bucks, obviously they took Game 2, but any loss to the Pilots is a big one for the standings. We've got 2 meetings with them, one tomorrow and one on Wednesday. Those could be huge in deciding who goes to the playoffs. Two downstairs. We move full. Payoff pitch now for Cooper Grace. You can also note it is officially playoff week now here in the ABL. Saturday, August 1st, is Game 1 of the Alaska Baseball League playoffs. And what's almost as good as playoff week is, what's almost as good as the playoffs is the week leading up to it, because, man, every single one of these games has huge implications for the standings, and really just trying to get a couple wins to try and put yourself in the playoffs. Be huge if the Chinooks could come up with the 1 seed, give Lee Jordan Field a playoff series. Downstairs to Kai Butler, and it is first and second now for the Chinooks. Cooper Grace in 4 at-bats here has doubled his season walk total. And now Ty Beck at the plate. Ty Beck, all he did was hit a grand slam in his first pitch back from injury yesterday, and then hit a 3-run walk-off homer run rule style. That accounted for 7 RBIs in game number 2 of the doubleheader. For those of you who don't know, he was on the IL all season. He got injured in, I believe, his second game out in the season. It was early June in Anchorage. Hurt his hand, got surgery. Didn't know if he was going to get to play at all the rest of this season, but stuck around and got a chance yesterday and made the most of it. Took strike 1 here. Pulls the trigger on strike 2. Beck is behind. See if he can just poke one through the gap. Get the scoring started in this one. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. It is no runs on no hits, no errors, 2 left on base, and we head on to the home half of the first, tied up at 0 here in Palmer. Welcome back to Palmer, Alaska, bottom of the first, as Asher Abrahams will be the starter on the mound for the Chinooks. Abrahams out of Johnson University, hometown of Montgomery, Texas. He has pitched a total of 24 2/3, and he's got 2 wins, no losses on 5 starts, so hoping for a good outing here from Asher. He'll start things out against Jackson Babcock, the right fielder. Just misses on the first pitch to him. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it is even 1-1. Babcock hitting .314 on the season. Down and away to Babcock. count moves to 2-1. Babcock out of the Colorado School of Mines. Has bounced in the dirt. 3-1. Jackson's ahead. Got the all-natural playing surface here in Palmer. Dirt infield, grass infield, grass outfield. And it was actually 2-2, and that's strike 3. So Babcock goes down looking, and now Will Godfrey, the third baseman, to the plate. Godfrey hitting .237 with a homer. Abraham's pitching out of the windup. Delivers a foul ball right there. It's 0-1. Take a look now at the Chinooks fielders from left to right on the outfield. It's the usual suspects, Phoenix West, Kai Butler, and Kirby Jenkins. On the infield, Drew Hurst, Reese Vassar, Carter Reed, and Cal Whiff. Behind the dish, none other than Austin Young and Asher Abrahams on the mound. The 1-1 pitch just upstairs, and we move to 2-1. Three balls and one strike. Godfrey ahead. Abraham's got to find a way to work back into this. Decent crowd here at Hermon Brothers. Pretty full down the right side especially. And on to first goes Godfrey. Now Austin Park, who has been very good this season. 3-11 with 32 hits and 11 RBIs. Austin Park, the BYU Cougar. He's got a runner on first with one away. Misses off the plate, and it moves to 1-0. Waiting on deck is Canyon Millar. And that ball is going to get away. On to second goes Godfrey. Boy, is it a hot day today here in Alaska. Obviously not temperature super up there, but there's just something about the Alaskan sun. When it's out, it beats down on you pretty good, and it'll just heat everything up in its path. And right now, here in this press box, that sun is scorching in. Just above the belt to Park, and it is 3-0. Abraham's got to find a way to get it back in the strike zone. Does have a base open, but really don't want to put runners on first and second if you don't have to. And gonna lose him. 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls, and Austin Park on to first. Now Canyon Millar, the first baseman.
Now batting, first baseman number 29, Canyon Millar.
Millar with runners on first and second, and only one away. A real opportunity now to give the Miners the first run of the ball game. Takes down and in. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on its way down the line and foul. It got out of play, but So just a really long strike. 1-1. The righty Abraham is pitching out of the stretch. Runner's on the move. The throw on to third. This might get him. And it looks like it does. Got the lead runner. And there's 2 away. So Godfrey goes down. Park moves into second. Austin Young, he's got a really nice arm behind the dish. And he shows it there. Now Abraham, he's got an opportunity to get out of the inning right here. And he might have just done it. Little jam shot into center field. Butler coming in and making the play for out number 3. It is no runs on no hits. There are no errors, and there's 1 left on base. On to the top of the second we go, scoreless here in Palmer. Top of the second at Hermon Brothers Field, Cal Whipf will lead things off for the Chinooks. Whipf, he is hitting .254 with 17 hits and 15 RBIs. I think the key to this one is going to be chasing Cooper Grace out of this ballgame. Even though he did give up the 2 walks, he's still a very capable pitcher. Looked pretty sharp. He has the swing and miss stuff to get guys out in big situations. And if the Chinooks can pick up a run or 2 and chase him out of the ball game, you're feeling pretty good about your chances. This Miners team has been stretched pretty thin, have had a lot of guys leave, especially on the pitching staff. Guys having to go back to school and a couple other reasons. But, again, this team definitely a shell of what they were mid-season. And that's what happens. Oh, that one's fouled back right above my head. And it's 1-1. But, I mean, everybody's seen it happen. A team that just loses all their guys. I'm fairly certain the Oilers, surely in a fairly similar situation. They were pretty thin to start with, but had good talent. That's why they were in a great spot midway through the season. But at a certain point, it was going to catch up to them. They didn't have nearly as many guys rostered as the Chinooks did. And the Chinooks or any other team, to be quite frank. And eventually the depth just caught up to them. They dropped a couple games here at the end. The Miners might be moving into that territory. What is making the Chinooks and Bucks so dangerous here at the end of the season is both of those two teams pretty intact still. Whip fouls it off, and it's 1-2. But that's kind of just the way college summer ball goes. You get guys up, and if you're able to get talent, that's great. But oftentimes they've got to leave early for leave early or come late because of college obligations. So and that comes first, obviously. So we take what we can get, and it's just worked out pretty well so far for the Chinooks. And hopefully, because of that, they can make a playoff push. That's going to do it for Cal Whiff. Goes down swinging. Of course, I say all this, and that does not mean this Miners team is without talent. Obviously, the guy on the mound is a very talented pitcher, and still have a lot of their bats. So, just got to be careful with assuming they can't pick up a couple wins here. Especially at home, this Miners team, very dangerous. I mean, I would argue this is the toughest, possibly the toughest place to play in the ABL, just because they pack it out so often. I have heard, things from different players and stuff that it can be a little bit ruthless to play in Anchorage, but just as far as crowd size goes, it's not too intimidating. Fly out there for Drew Hurst. And now Kirby Jenkins will step to the plate. Lee Jordan, it's definitely, I think, the best ball field in the ABL, though, as far as just a great place to take in a ball game. It's beautiful scenery, free admission, and just great people all around. But Hermon Brothers here, great atmosphere, and again, a tough place to play ball. 1-2-3 inning as down goes Jenkins. Chinooks can't get anything going out of the 6, 7, and 8 spots. And it's no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the home half of the second we go. It is scoreless here in Palmer.
Make sure you go check out the Gear Shack. Hats are half price. There's $20 hoodies for sale. Well, t-shirts for $10. It's that time of year and that time of season. Get some great deals on Matsu Miners merch. Got here a little late. This is the first game of 2 games today. We're playing a doubleheader. This game will be a 7-inning game, and then we'll take about a 45-minute intermission and play game number 2. Leading off the bottom of the second for your Matsu Miners, left fielder number 10, Will Millard.
Welcome back to Hermon Brothers Field. Will Millard to lead things off for the Miners. Millard hitting .231 on the season. He'll face Asher Abrahams, who's back out for another inning. First pitch downstairs, and it is 1-0. The flag hanging pretty dead out there in center field. What has been a pretty windy day, or breezy day at least, not windy, but definitely had been a breeze. It's gone pretty calm here lately. down the left field side, but foul, and thankfully for the Chinooks, it was the wrong side of the pole because that one was in the trees. Ball was rocked. 2-1 for Will Millard. Lifted out towards center field. Kai Butler moving back. Shouldn't have a problem, and there's one away. Now Cash Millar, the center fielder, hitting .255 with 14 hits and 4 RBIs, steps to the plate.
Number 1,
Cash Millar, along with his brother Canyon, out of Temple Junior College in Texas. Declan Spooner waits on deck. Foul backwards, and it is 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch inside. We moved even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and that will move it to 1-2. Millar behind. And that's going to land on the curveball. Sits him down looking, and there's 2 away here quickly. Declan Spooner, the catcher out of St. John's now. Spooner hitting .257, 18 hits and 9 RBIs. Spooner, the lefty, will chop the first pitch foul, and it's 0-1. Pokes it out towards left field. Phoenix West drifting over, and that will finish the inning. There is no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. On to the top of the 3rd we go. It's scoreless here in Palmer. Top of the 3rd here in Palmer. The Chinooks are going to get their chance to try and break this tie. We are scoreless so far, and Carter Reed will be the one to lead it off for the Chinooks. Reed hitting out of the 9 hole. Reed will be followed up by the top of the order in Reese Vassar and Austin Young. First pitch from Grace. It is a heater right down the middle. 0-1. Righty on righty matchup. And that misses down and away, so we're even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled back. Count moves to 1-2. That's going to sit Reed down as he fans on that pitch. And on to the top of the order we go. Reese Vassar, who struck out looking his first time up, will take the plate.
Number 6, the shortstop, Reese Vassar.
There is yet to be a hit by either team in this ball game. We'll see which pitcher folds first. A number of walks by both pitchers, but that's it. Good swing and miss stuff from Cooper Grace right out the gate. And that's what you figure when you see over a strikeout an inning. Came in with 22 Ks on 17 and a third pitch. The 1-1 now. Misses just outside with the curveball. 2-1. Fastball downstairs. It is 3-1. Reese Vassar ahead. Can he make his way on to the plate? No. Just clips the corner, and we are full 3-2. 1 ball away from a walk that would exceed his season walk total in 1 game. Sprayed away foul, and we do it again. It was 6 up, 6 down in that second inning. See if anyone can get anything going here in the third. This is a 7-inning ball game. Both are in this doubleheader. Lifted sky high out to right field. Underneath it is Babcock. And that is out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2. Now Austin Young, who walked his first time up.
Number 10, Austin Young.
Man, no score yet, and really no action, but everyone out here enjoying themselves in Palmer. Beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day, and it is packed. Full to the brim. The stands have started to fill up. Both lines full. And people coming from all around the Matsu Valley to come take in this crucial ABL doubleheader. Again, one of these 2 teams, if not both, will make the playoffs. That one's swatted out towards center field. And that is going to do it. Another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On the home half of the third, we go scoreless here in Palmer. Bottom of the third, another chance for the Miners.
Leading up for the Miners.
It will be Diesel Toth to lead things off. Toth out of Cal Baptist University, hometown of Highland, California. He's posting a batting average of .213. He will see Asher Abrahams for the first time today. Takes downstairs, it's 1-0. Sounds like Mark had a experience here at the ballpark. I would imagine that was the one hit by Cal that came right above my head here in the press box, and then would have gone back towards right behind us, which is where all the food is served here at Hermon Brothers. Glad you are okay, Mark. We don't need any fans getting nailed with the foul balls. They're supposed to be souvenirs, not weapons. 2-2 to Diesel Toth. Lifted out towards left field, but foul. And that one is a souvenir for some kids as they're all chasing it. Taken just above the belt, nearly strike three, but instead we move full, 3-2. Sprayed off, foul the other way, and we'll do it again. Count remains frozen at 3-2. In the air, out towards left field. Phoenix West in front of the track will make the play. So one away now here in this bottom of the third inning. Hazen Enoy, the DH, at the plate. This is a guy who hit it pretty well early in the season. Got a little bit cold. .234 with 11 hits and 5 RBIs. He's a kid straight out of high school, Kaiser High School in Honolulu, Hawaii to be exact. On the ground, and I thought I heard it called as a foul ball, but no. Instead, that is the first base hit of the ball game by either team. Slow little dribbler through the gap, and it's a runner on first with one away. Back to the top of the Miners' order with Jackson Babcock. Babcock 0 for 1, struck out looking. They say he did not go. 1-0 now for Babcock. Yes, Mark, it did. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It definitely did. And yeah, John, it is very unfortunate I'm not outside. It is a lovely day. Just absolutely gorgeous. As that one's taken outside. 3-0 for Babcock. Actually just 2-0. Fouled back as the count moves to 2-1. Enoy at first with one away. Up the middle, it is through, base knock. It'll keep the runners at first and second, but back-to-back base hits here in the third inning. Enoy into second, Babcock at first, and now it is Will Godfrey. Godfrey, who walked his first time up, will take the plate here. Yeah, Mark, I was looking for you that day that you came in, but didn't find you, so sorry about that. But thank you again for dropping that off for me. I appreciate it. Didn't have to do that. Come say hi one of these next couple days at Lee Jordan if you're there. I actually will not be there tomorrow, as Trace Neiman, who has called a couple of the other games, his dad, his family's in town, so he'd asked me if he could do the game tomorrow with his dad. So we're going to let him take over tomorrow night against the Bucks in Chugiak. Let him have one more call and do it with his dad. So that'll be fun for him, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. But I'll be back with you for the rest of the season, and hopefully for some playoff baseball. That's what we would hope. Curveball misses, and Will Godfrey way ahead, 3-0. Asher Abraham's got to find the zone. Strike called at the knees, and it's 3-1. See if Abrahams can get out of this mini jam here. First and second with one away. The 3-1 pitch. Not called a strike. And the bases are loaded here for the Miners. Out to the mound goes Tim Cole. And the Miners in business. All it'll take to give the Miners the go-ahead run is a walk or base hit from a guy who has 30 hits on the season. It's Austin Park at the plate. Double play ball would be nice here, but you imagine Park is thinking, get something into the outfield.
Here we go, folks. Now batting, shortstop.
If it's sacrifice fly, you take it. Out to the pen goes Trey Harper for the Chinooks. It's like he's going to maybe start warming. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Park, 0-1. It was outside. He was reaching for it, couldn't get to it. But as for the Miners, it's Enoy on third, Babcock on second, Godfrey on first. Only one away. Canyon Millar on deck. Good stop there from the catcher, Austin Young. Could have been trouble. Out ahead of it as the count moves in Abraham's favor, 1-2. Strikeout here would be really big for Asher. Gotta find your best pitch. It's really important to get out ahead, because the last thing you'd want to see is a run come home walking. And there it is. Got him on the curveball. And there's 2 away. Canyon Millar now, who's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up.
Canyon Millar.
Chinook's going to have the heart of the order up when they return to the plate. It'll be West, Butler, and Beck. Fouled back. Abraham moves ahead, 0-1. The Miners fans here in Palmer trying to spur their team on a 2-out rally. Misses outside. We move even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulls the trigger on a big curveball. It's where Asher Abrahams has spent the most of his time today, on that off-speed pitch, and it is 1-2. Out ahead, Will Millard waits on deck. Abraham trying to make sure he does not get an opportunity here in this inning. Sends him fishing, and that's going to do it. Gets out of a monster jam. And there is no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. On to the top of the 4th we go, scoreless here in Palmer.
I want to thank Meridian Clark Oral Surgery and Henry Schein Day for sponsoring today's game and providing prizes for our tickets. We have 2 red tickets in this inning. First ticket is 204-933. 204-933. Second ticket is 470-076. That's 470-076. Head on to the Gear Shack to claim your prize. Congratulations. Leading up for the Chinooks, number 18, Cade Carrington.
Welcome back to to Hermon Brothers Field, as it'll be Phoenix West to lead things off for the Chinooks. Curveball from Cooper Grace in there, man. That pitch had some bite to it, and it is 0-1. It'll be West, Butler, and Beck due up. Misses downstairs as we move even, 1-1. The Chinooks got out of a huge jam in the bottom of the 3rd. Now they got to capitalize by putting some runs on the board. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He is late on that pitch. And it's just not a pretty swing there. Stayed back on it, got a piece of it, but not one I think that he would like that. It was a defensive swing, in all fairness to him, as that one is off the glove, and no one could handle it. See what they rule this. They're going to go hit, so I would have to agree. It was pretty well struck. And a leadoff single for Phoenix. Now Kai Butler.
Center fielder, number 3, Kai Butler.
Butler, the left fielder, who is new man out of Arkansas Tech. Just transferred there. And he's got a runner on first with nobody gone. First base hit of the ball game for the Chinooks, by the way. They will call a foul as it was bunted into the box. So Butler's going to have to come on back and see the 0-1 pitch. Trying to get a runner in scoring position here for Ty Beck. Shows bunt, and there's strike 2. Oh, Butler doesn't like that call. He thought it was high. Oh, and 2 for Butler. Now he's got to swing away here. Down and away. Good take from Kai, and it's 1-2. Curveball downstairs. Count moves even. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Beck waits on deck. Sun's still beating down here on a hot Matsu Valley day. Throw on over to first, back on a dive is Phoenix West. The righty Cooper out of the stretch, delivers strike 3 on the curveball. Butler goes down, and there's 1 away now. Ty Beck, the DH, struck out swinging his first time up. Gonna try and move the runner around for Cal Whip. Cooper Grace has been very good today, trying to keep it going and get out of the inning. Did some work there on Kai. Just a really nice job. Kind of pitching around him, clipping corners, and finding the zone right where he needed to be. It's a guy that, like we said earlier, he just knows where his spots are and is able to hit them. I mean, that's how you play at the highest level. And we'll see if he gets to the highest highs, but he's playing the highest level of college ball right now. Playing for a Power 5 school. Nebraska made a super regional this year. Not just made a super regional, they hosted or excuse me, they didn't host, or they didn't make a super regional, but they hosted a regional. As Ty Beck, ooh, he sent one deep, but just about 15 yards or so wrong side of the pole. He thought there was a chance he had number 3 right there. Hit 2 in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. So 1-1 for Ty Beck. See if he can square up another one. Downstairs and on to second goes Phoenix. It's close. They're going to go safe. Phoenix West in there to second safely, and a runner in scoring position for Ty Beck now. This could be a recipe for success. Although that is what the Chinooks had in the first inning. Ty Beck with a runner in scoring position. And on to third goes Phoenix. It's also 3-1 for Ty. Real opportunity now. Hitters count. And on to first goes Beck. It seems as if that is going to be an intentional walk. I believe that's what just happened. They said, we're not going to pitch to him here. Just give him ball 4. And now Cal Whip with only 1 away and runners on first and third. See if Cal can deliver. Takes on the corner. And that is strike 1. He showed bunt. I don't think he's going to go back there on the second pitch. If I had to guess. Throw back over to first. There was really no lead at all from Ty. Just took a little swivel around, put his foot back on the bag. Drew Hurst is in the on-deck circle for the Chinooks. He did show bunt again and takes strike 2 on the inside. And Cal is behind. He's got to work his way back in. The 0-2 pitch. Grace has a lot of room to work with, and he goes upstairs 1-2. Last thing you want to do is hit into the double play. Reminder, we're still tied up at 0-0. Sack fly is plenty good here, as this one's on the infield. Unfortunately, the fly ball on the infield not going to do it. Kenyon Millar is going to make the catch over his pitcher, and that is out number 2. Drew Hurst now. Got to come up with a base hit.
Number 1, Drew Hurst.
Strike called on the first pitch to Hurst. And he is behind early. Cooper Grace trying to do Similar work to what Asher did in the bottom of the third. Get out of a tough situation. Curveball in there. Beck's going to head on to second, and he's in safely, no throw. And they're just banking on Cooper getting strike 3 right here. Of course, if you make that throw, the run easily can score as well, so would not be smart to make that throw unless you know you're getting him. And they were not going to. 0-2 upstairs, and it moves to 1-2. Cooper Grace steps back on. Delivers a curveball in there. Wow. That's a filthy, filthy off-speed pitch there. And that's going to do it. The Chinooks will strand a pair. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. And the 2 left on base. On to the home half of the 4th we go. Scoreless here in Palmer.
Of 2 games, and for supporting Alaska Baseball League and the Matsu Miners. Very special thank you to Meridian Heart Oral Surgery for their sponsorship and support today at Henry Shanklin. Leading off for the Miners in the bottom of the 4th, left fielder, number 19, Will Millard.
Bottom of the 4th here in Palmer. Will Millard will be the leadoff man. Asher Abraham still working for the Fish. Millard 0 for 1 in the ball game. He flew out to center his first time up. First pitch to him downstairs in the dirt. It's 1-0. Out there towards center field, Kai Butler. He's got to do a little back pedal, but he's able to get there in time for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 1, Cash Millar.
Cash Millar, the center fielder. He is 0 for 1 as well. Will step to the plate. Struck out looking his first time around. Bases empty, 1 away. And takes down and away for ball 1. This has been a tightly contested ball game so far. Definitely some action, but really nothing across. Scoreless so far. 2-0. Over to third. Drew Hurst in the hot corner. Gets it in time for out number 2. Declan Spooner now. He flew out to right his first time up. Millard, Millar, and Spooner were the 3 that went 1-2-3 in the second inning. A chance for Abrahams to get out of it 1-2-3 yet again, this time in the 4th. Does he go? No, he doesn't. And it is 1-0. I think that's a good call from the first base umpire. Didn't look like he went. 1-0 pitch. Just misses inside. 2-0. Ahead is Spooner. And just like that, 3-0 for Declan Spooner. And Abraham's got to find his way back into the zone. Chopped high but foul down the first base side. And Abrahams needed that right there, 3-1. Into the air, out to center field. Kai Butler's been busy today, and he will take care of another one. 1-2-3, down go the Miners in short order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the top of the 5th we go, scoreless here in Palmer.
Red ticket giveaway. We got more things to give away now. Get those red tickets back out. First ticket for the 4th inning. Ticket number 204-806. 204-806. And our second ticket is 470-022. 470-022. Once again, welcome to Meridian Park Oral Surgery and Henry Shine Day here at the ballpark. You just had a winning ticket. Head to the gear shack to claim your prize. Leading off the top of the 5th for the Chinooks, right fielder number 24,
Kirby Jenkins will be the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th for your Chinooks. The Chinooks stranded 2 in scoring position their last time around. Cooper Grace still on the mound, have yet to chase him out of the ballgame. Misses on the first pitch to Jenkins. It is 1-0. Grace has really shown today why he plays at the level he does. Fouled off, and it is even 1-1. And again, we talked about it earlier. It's not that he can't give up runs. It's just that he doesn't give up a whole lot of them. The difference between a good pitcher and a great pitcher is really the fact that, you know, you can give up runs, but it's just if you string them together, you let one run turn into 5 runs. That's what makes the difference between a guy playing at a D2, D3 level versus the guy playing at the D1 level, right? And a lot of that is the consistency, finding your spots, and being able to just to limit damage, right? Some of that is talent, but a lot of it's in your headspace too. Guys that are confident, they might get hit by a better hitter every once in a while, but for the majority of the time, they're just going to make pitches and get guys. As long as you got the stuff, and you got the confidence, you're gonna go a long way. Out towards right field, and it's a slow liner that gets in for a base hit. Kirby Jenkins with the leadoff single. And right, again, that's gonna happen sometimes. You're gonna get hit. And honestly, that was pretty soft contact, but it's just how do you respond as a pitcher? And hopefully for the Chinooks, it's not too well, as the Chinooks now have a runner in on first with nobody out. Carter Reed, who struck out swinging his first time up, will take the plate now. Lays down a bunt, and Carter Reed, he's got some speed. Ooh, it's a close play, but he can't get there. So he does his job, moves the runner into scoring position with 1 away now. Back to the top of the order we go for the Chinooks. Reese Vassar at the plate.
Now batting number 6, the shortstop, Reese Vassar.
Takes a pitch just off the inside corner for ball 1. And the Chinooks, man, they've got a chance here. An opportunity to take the lead. And we've said that a couple times today. No one's done it. Maybe the team in red can do it first. 1-1 is that one down the line foul. Reminder, we still got a whole nother game after this one. We're only playing 7. So down towards the end of this one. But another 7-inning ball game to follow. Strike called there, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 away, runner on second. Grace delivers just above the belt. Man, that fastball nearly clipped the zone, and it is even 2-2. Curveball poked in the air, drifting into foul territory, but playable for Millar, and there is 2 away. That's one Vassar would love to have back. Just not a powerful swing at all. Just poked at it, I think trying to fend it off, but it stayed in play. And now Austin Young. This is a guy you want to see at the plate with a runner in scoring position. He's hitting .365 with 23 hits, 15 RBIs. The 2 homers yesterday. And he's hot right now. Grace kicks and deals a steamer down the middle, 0-1. Young, he is 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Walked and flew out to center. Curveball slapped foul, and he is behind 0-2. Grace out of the stretch, comes set. Delivers the 0-2 pitch off the plate, and it's 1-2. Phoenix West waiting on deck, wanting a chance in this inning. 1-2 pitch. Oof. A little surprised didn't get strike 3 call there, but Young will take it. It's 2-2 on the curveball. Two-two pitch from Grace, and it's poked foul. We'll do it again. Kirby Jenkins waiting patiently over there at second. Young got to get something good to hit here. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end it. Chinooks still can't get anything going. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left on base. On to the home half of the fifth we go, scoreless here in Palmer. Inning number 5 for Asher Abrahams here in Palmer. He's going to have to work through the trio of Diesel Toth, Hazen Enoy, and Jackson Babcock. That is how we started out the third inning, in which the Chinooks had a little trouble. But Asher Abrahams worked out of it with 2 straight Ks to finish the job. Diesel Toth, 0 for 1 in the ballgame, will step to the plate. Toth, the California Baptist Lancer, going to try and get a base knock to start out the inning in a ball game that is still scoreless after 4 1/2. First pitch to Toth. It is downstairs in the dirt. One-oh pitch, fastball out towards center field. Butler working in and making the play. Butler really just having a very, very productive day out in center field. As now Enoy at the plate. Inoue had the first base hit of the day for either team. He is 1 for 1. Takes a strike on the curveball at the knees, 0-1. Wasn't a spectacular base hit, but it did the job. A high chopper through the gap between first and second. This curveball doesn't find it. We move even, 1-1. Downstairs, as it's 2-1. Inoue ahead in the count. On the ground, up the middle, it's through. Hazen Inoue makes it 2 for 2. Eerily similar start to this inning as we had in the third. Chinooks hoping it doesn't get as stressful as the third inning, though. Jackson Babcock now. Babcock 1 for 2, singled his last time up, which was in that third inning. Struck out looking in the first, though. Runners on the move. The throw from Young, it might get him. Oh, he is hosed. It was never close. 2 away, base is empty, and that is a little bit turning of the tide. Austin Young's had a very nice day behind the plate. He's thrown out two runners already. One of them at third. Downstairs, count moves to 2-0 on Babcock. Roped up the middle. That's a base knock. With Jackson at first, it is Will Godfrey. That throw out from Austin Young proven to be pretty crucial here. Would have been runners on the corners at least. Now Will Godfrey at the plate with a runner on first and 2 away. Throw on over. Not in time. First pitch to Godfrey now. Looped off foul, 0-1. It hit the metal roof of a storage unit here on the ball field grounds. Trey Harper back up in the pen, says Mark. Into foul territory. Hurst trying to get there. Oh, he made the play. That's going to end the inning. It is no runs on 2 hits. There are no errors, and there is 1 left on base. On to the top of the 6th we go, scoreless after 5 here in Palmer.
Red ticket prizes here today. Meridian Park Oral Surgery and Henry Schein Day. First red ticket is 204-953. 204-953. And our second ticket is 470-021. 470-021. Head on over to the Gear Shack to claim your prize. Hold on to your red tickets. We got the 6th inning Big K Burger giveaway coming. Split the pot will start at the 2nd game. And thank you for coming out and enjoying some baseball this afternoon. Red tickets will also be good through the 2nd game. on to those pitches.
Three, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Chinooks. Man, these fish got to get something across here. We're coming down towards the end of this one, top of the 6th in a 7-inning ball game, and we're still scoreless. Cooper Grace, he's not going anywhere. Back out onto the mound. Phoenix West will lead it off. Curveball misses outside, and it's 1-0. Phoenix, he is 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Fastball misses upstairs, and West is ahead 2-0. There's a minor warming up in the pen, but he's not throwing. We'll see if we see a new pitcher in the ballgame at all. Ooh, tough call there, but it is strike 1 on the inside half. Carved off foul, and we move even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two upstairs, curveball misses, and it is full for Phoenix West out of the leadoff spot in this inning. Out towards center field, and drifting over to make the play is Cash Millar. So with 1 away, it is now Kai Butler, who is 0 for 1. Went down looking his first time up, but walked in the first. Strike on the curveball. It'll clip the corner, the bottom right corner of the zone. And there's another one. 0-2. Behind in the count is Butler, and did he go? No, he didn't. So the count moves to 1-2. Swings through it, comes up empty, and there's 2 away. Ty Beck, the last chance for the Chinooks here in this top of the 6th. Beck 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the first inning, but was intentionally walked in the 4th. It proved to be a very good move by head coach Tyler LeBrun. They were in a jam, but got out of it. Takes at the knees, 0-1. Grace delivers a fastball, and it's through. Base hit for Ty Beck. And it'll keep the inning going. Cal Whipf at the plate now. So with 2 away, a chance for a 2-out rally.
Number 21, first baseman, Cal Whipf.
That is Ty's first hit since coming back. That is not an out of the parker. Curveball in there, and it is 0-1. Cooper Grace and Asher Abrahams really like the curveball. They definitely use the fastball as a secondary pitch. And it's all the north to south breaking pitches, not a whole lot of east to west. There's the fastball. Fouled back to the screen. And Cal Whip behind 0-2. Ooh, that one, he jumped all over it. It got over the fence, not just here in the park, but the Alaska State Fairgrounds property fence and into the trees. But unfortunately for him, foul. He was way too early on that pitch. And we're still at 0-1, or 0-2, excuse me. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning. Cooper Grace still doing work. It's no runs on one hit, no errors, and there is one left on base. On to the home half of the sixth we go. Scoreless here in Palmer.
It's time for the sixth inning Big K Burger giveaway. Get those red tickets out. This is the Kendall Auto Group Big K Bullpen Burger giveaway. Win yourself a free burger. Your red ticket. Here we go. Our Kendall Auto Park sixth inning Big K Burger giveaway goes to ticket number 204. 925. 204-925. Congratulations, you just won a burger. Yeah!
Bottom of the sixth, and it's still Asher Abrahams on the mound for the Fish. He's done enough so far, keeping the Chinooks in this ballgame scoreless after 5.5 in a 7-inning ballgame. Austin Park will lead things off for the Matsu Miners. Park will take down and away. It's 1-0. And Park is 0 for 1 in the ballgame so far. Walked in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Fastball in there, and it's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike at the knees on what looked like a changeup, and it's 1-2. Little breeze blowing in. But, man, it's just perfect conditions for baseball pretty much. Just gorgeous weather here in Palmer. And all the fans sitting out there in the stands really lucky today. And, boys, there are a lot of them. A full ballpark here at Hermon Brothers. The 1-2 pitch. It is down the line and fair. It'll fall, and oh, it was not played right by Jenkins, but doesn't matter too much. It is a double to lead things off for Austin Park. Good way to get things going for the Miners.
First baseman, number 29, Canyon Millard.
And out to the mound goes head coach Easton Babe. You wonder if this is the end of the day for Asher Abrahams, and it is. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Chinooks. Will take a break, get you his name and number when we return.
Now pitching for the Chinooks from Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. And playing out of Messiah University, number 12, Trey Harper.
New pitcher in the ballgame for the Chinooks is number 12, Trey Harper, out of Messiah University, hometown of Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. 3.27 the ERA, 4 wins, 1 loss on 11 appearances. 22 innings pitched, giving up 20 hits, 9 runs, only 8 of them earned. 11 walks and 14 Ks for Harper. Canyon Millard will be his first batter to face. He will inherit the runner on second with nobody out. Tough spot for Trey Harper. See what he does with it. Delivers one upstairs. It is 1-0. A fastball that's fouled back moves our count even. 1-1. For the Chinooks in the 7th inning, it's going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Hurst, Jenkins, and Reed. That's who they've got to try and go win this ball game. But first, you got to try and make sure that no runs come across right here. Out towards center, that's going to fall. That's going to bring in the first run of the ball game, 1-0 Miners. Canyon Millard with the RBI single. And now it's Will Millard. We'll see if that proves to be enough. Now the Miners are going to be looking to close it down in the top of the 7th. Cooper Grace, really in this one, has just been so good. And Trey Harper is going to get him. First and second now for the Miners, still nobody out. Cash Millar will now step to the plate 0 for 2. Still nobody out here in this inning. Lays down a bunt. And they're going to go to third. Wow, not a good decision. Whoa, they say he's out. That's, I'll be honest, that's pretty rough. He looked pretty safe to me. Either way, it's a fielder's choice for Cash Millar. And it's now Millard in at second. Declan Spooner at the plate with one away. Inside, and it's 1-0. Diesel Toth waits on deck for the Miners. That's through. Another base knock. It's going to be a close play if they made the throw, but or if he made a run to home. He didn't get the signal, and now it's bases loaded. Millard on third, Millar on second, and Spooner on first. And now Diesel Toth. Toth is 0 for 2 in this one. A base hit here would feel like breaking this ball game open. It's 1-0 Miners right now, and the way it's been going so far, another base hit here would make it feel like an eternity for the Chinooks. Good pitch on the fastball, and it's 0-1. On the ground up the middle. It is bobbled and dropped. The throw coming home, though. It is offline. Oh, my goodness. Two have scored, and now both are in scoring position. Yikes. 3-0 Miners. It was Millard and Millar home to score. Spooner into third. And then at second is Toth. Hayes and Enoy at the plate. Still only one away here. And unless the Chinooks can come up with some magic, the Miners are going to win game number 1 of this doubleheader. I mean, the Chinooks can put up runs in a hurry if they need, but tough spot to be in with your 7, 8, 9 hitters trying to climb out of a 3-0 hole, and it may be more by the time this is all said and done. Only one away, runners in scoring position for Hayes and Enoy. 1-1 the count. Showed bunt, pulled it back, and it is 2-1. Lifted out towards center field. This should be a sacrifice fly for Enoy. Catch is made by Butler. And coming home to score is Declan Spooner. 4-0 Miners. Back to the top of the Matsu Miners order. It's Jackson Babcock now. Babcock 2 for 3.
Right fielder, number 9, Jackson Babcock.
Hayes and Enoy, man, he's had a really good day. 2 for 2 with the sacrifice fly. And the runner goes. Throw on to third. It's close. Not going to get there. Stolen base for Diesel Toth. Man, the final score of this one's going to look a whole lot worse than it is unless the Chinooks can put up some runs in the bottom of the 7th. Hurst drifting over. He was reaching out, couldn't quite make the play to end it. But it is 0-2. Babcock is behind. Trey Harper just needs one more strike to get out of what has been a nightmare inning for him. With 2 away, runner on third, the 0-2 inside. One ball, 2 strikes. Harper will step off for just a moment. Now he's going to toe the rubber and come set. Misses way outside, and we move even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Babcock was late on that pitch. That's lined into the gap. It will fall for another base hit. 5-0 Miners. Diesel Toth home to score. Now Will Godfrey. Godfrey 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Chinooks at this point starting to look towards game number 2. Miners 3 outs away from victory. We just got to get there to the 7th inning. Miners still trying to pile on. Strike on the inside, and it's 0-1 for Godfrey. Oh, 1 from Harper. Taken upstairs, and the count moves even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike for the lefty Godfrey. The Miners putting a beating on the Chinooks here in this 6th inning. And that misses downstairs. 3-1 for Godfrey. Chinooks just trying to get out of it here and send it to the 7th. A reminder, it'll be Hurst, Jenkins, and Reed due up for the Chinooks in the top of the 7th. ball game already a good bit longer than either of the ball games yesterday in our doubleheader. Beautiful thing about doubleheaders is even after a loss like this, you get a shot to go right back at them and punch back. As that one's fouled back, so 3-2, payoff pitch now for Harper. While this one may not have gone the way you expected it to, it gives you a chance to go back right after and try and split the series. And this ball game's not over yet, but it's looking pretty bleak. Oof, I thought they might give him the call there, but instead that's ball 4. Out to first goes Godfrey. Babcock over to second. And now back to Austin Park, who opened up the inning with the double. Doubled and scored. Good pitch on the breaking ball. It's 0-1. If the Miners can finish the job here, that would move them to 17-12. The Chinooks would fall to 17-13. And on to second it goes, and that will end the inning. But boy, was the damage done. It is 5 runs on 4 hits. It is no errors. Actually, 5 hits it was. No errors, and there is 2 left on base. On to the top of the 7th we go. 5-0 Miners lead it.
We got a second game coming up 45 minutes after this one. We're only playing 7 innings in this game. So stick around and hold on to your red tickets. Between games, grab a beer, a burger, a dog, and enjoy the ballpark. Okay, blue ticket winner for this game. Blue ticket 793. 632. 793 632. Head on over to the Gear Shack to claim their prize. Now pitching for your Matsu Miners from League City, Texas, playing out of Sam Houston. Number 26, Connor Monday.
New pitcher of the ball game for the Matsu Miners is number 28, Connor Mondi, out of Sam Houston State University, hometown of League City, Texas. 4.76 the ERA, no wins or losses on 8 appearances, 1 save for Mondi. 17 innings pitched, giving up 16 hits, 11 runs, only 9 of them earned, 9 walks, and 11 Ks for Mondi. Drew Hurst will lead things off for the Chinooks. They trail 5-0. Miners 3 outs away from victory here in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Game number 2 to follow about 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Mondi kicks and throws. Delivers outside for his first pitch. It's 1-0. Chinooks just could not get anything going offensively in this one, and that's because of a great day from Cooper Grace out of play, and we move even 1-1. But man, he did his thing. He threw a lot of strikes, and I mean, let's count them up as far as strikeouts go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Ks for Cooper Grace in 6 innings. I mean, those are nice numbers. Got to give it to him, as that one misses. But he's going to be the story of this one. Obviously, a little bit of a blow up in the 6th inning for the Chinooks, but Connor Grace just did exactly what his team needed him to do, and the Chinooks had a couple chances, just couldn't capitalize on them, and that's a good pitcher doing what he does. But also, you know, credit to Asher Abrahams. He left the ball game with a tie ball game, scoreless, and he had a really nice day as well. So don't want to take anything away from him, as that is lifted very high into foul territory. Not able to locate it was Godfrey, and we'll do it again. Count remains 3-2 for Drew Hurst. Full count for Drew Hurst. He'll dig back in. 5-0 Miners here in Hermon Brothers. Full count pitch from Mondi to fastball, sprayed off foul once again. And credit Drew Hurst here, he's staying alive. Fighting off pitches till he finds one he likes. Three-two downstairs, and on to first goes Hurst. Leadoff walk for the Chinooks. Now Kirby Jenkins, the right fielder, who is 1 for 2 in this one, steps to the plate. He singled in the 5th inning. One of only 3 hits in the ballgame for the Chinooks. Curveball lands it, and it is 0-1. Fastball off to the right, foul, and it is 0-2. Jenkins is behind. Chopped on over to third. They're going to go to second for 1, and there is not going to be 2. Fielder's choice for Kirby Jenkins. So Jenkins in at first for Carter Reed now.
Number 4, Carter Reed.
Reed, he is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt in the ball game. Struck out swinging his first time up. Throw back over to first, and the ball gets away. Kirby Jenkins, he's heading for 3. And it is is definitely not in time. Kirby Jenkins now into scoring position and then some. Top of the order, threatening on deck. Connor Mondi out of the stretch. Fastball misses down and in, 2-0. Fouled in the air, and it's out of play. 1-1 for Carter Reed. Taken downstairs. Carter's ahead. 2 balls, 1 strike with Vassar waiting on deck. Kirby Jenkins over there on third. Fastball, swing and a miss, 2-2. Five nothing Miners as they are 2 outs away from victory. Outside, full count for Carter Reed, the 9-hole hitter. Kirby Jenkins is 90 feet away from the Chinooks' first run of the ball game. And oh, they're going to say he goes down looking. Strike 3 on the outside half. And 2 away for Reese Vassar now. Last chance for the Chinooks here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Chinooks have yet to come up with a run. And Vassar doesn't keep the ball game going. It'll end with a shutout. First pitch to him way outside though. Fastball at the belt, 1-1. Taken downstairs on the breaking pitch. Count moves to 2-1 now. Poke down the line, foul. We move even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Connor Mondi can deliver strike 3 and give the Miners a game 1 victory. Into the air. Foul territory, should be playable for Millar, and that's going to do it. Your final 5-0. Miners win it here in game 1 of the doubleheader in Palmer. It is no runs on no hits. There is no errors, and there is 1 left on base. Let's take a quick break here and then bring it back to give you your final line scores when we return. Welcome back to Palmer, Alaska. The Miners win game 1 of the doubleheader, 5-0. Let's take a look at your final line scores. First, for the home team, the Matsu Miners, it's 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. As for your Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. And really the story of this one, Cooper Grace pitching 6 scoreless and getting out of a couple jams. And really just had the swing and miss stuff going. Nothing else to it. Chinooks could not score, couldn't get the bats going whatsoever, and hoping it's a new pitcher in game 2 and it becomes a different story for the bats. But little shout out to Asher Abrahams. Obviously not going to get the win today, but it was a really nice performance from him. He pitched 5 scoreless and then gave up the double in the 6th, and then that was when he got the hook, but it was a good outing from him. Can't really fault him by any means, and just got to get the bats going earlier. That's all it is, and hopefully game 2 is a different story for the Chinooks, like we said. Let's take a look at the updated standings now in the ABL. It is now the Anchorage Bucks at 18-13, the Miners at 17-12, Chinooks at 17-13. So Chinooks half a game back of the Bucks and half a game back of the Miners. But win in game 2 could flip that right back around. So we'll see. But we should be back for game 2 in just about 45 minutes or so. We will hop onto a different stream for that one. But yeah, we'll be back here pretty soon here in Palmer, and hopefully you can join us for that. But that should just about do it for us here in game number 1. Once again, your final score 5-0. Miners win it. This has been Clayton Jackson from all of us at the Chugiak-Eagle Chinooks AIA Baseball. We will see you in about 45 minutes here in Palmer.